Hi everybody, it's Amy at Crafty Cat. Today we're going to do another Somerset Studio, their newest holiday magazine. We're going to make some of these stamps like this, but first I want to show you, I've had a couple of people buy a couple of different all-in-one Christmas kits, the Santa one and this one. I also have a Valentine's one, but I know it's not that right time of the year yet. But anyway, I just wanted to show this because this is a completed all-in-one journal. They are small journals because it's just meant to be a one signature. It's great for people that are just starting or for Christmas gifts because it's a nice size. I don't feel like you need a gigantic journal for Christmas. So one signature is plenty. And you get everything in the kit pretty much to make a journal like this one, except for, of course, the trims and the laces and all that. It's just the digital prints, but hoping that you would have a few things you can add to it. And of course, you don't have to do it the same way. So this is the winter one, but the Santa one is basically the same thing, just a different style. So it has the cover, which you can see here. This is the cover piece, and I would recommend printing that on a thicker cardstock and then maybe even gluing it to either like manila file folder, or when you glue two pieces of the cardstock, which there's also this piece in that kit, this inside piece. When you glue two of them together, it makes a pretty good cover, especially once you put the topper on. So there's two toppers. I've put this one on the front, and then the other one I used as a pocket in the back, which we'll get to that. But there's all these pockets like this are included. This image, of course, the lace is not included, but there's tags, and you can add little goodies to those. And then the kit pages are smaller, and they're meant to be smaller so they fit into this journal. So they might not be great for making your own journal unless you're going to go with this size. Then there's, you know, other kinds of pockets and pieces of ephemera. Did I get? No, I didn't. That goes this way, Amy. And yeah, tags that you can add little pieces of lace or whatever you have. That's a die cut, some tea-dyed paper, more kit page. So this is just a great way to start a journal if you've never done one, because it's pretty easy and you're not spending a lot of money, and you pretty much have everything except for maybe a few tidbits that you don't even have to add. It's not like it's a requirement to add other pieces to it. It's just, I do like the added pieces. I can't remember, that one might be from Tailor Made Journals, that image right there, and I think that New Year's is from somewhere else too. It's hard to remember because for a while everybody was using the same images for everything. But yeah, you get the corner pocket, these pieces, the decorative bits, the side little trims there come in the kit. That's another tag, pocket. It's been a while. I can't even remember exactly what I did here. This trim piece is in there. The gentleman. There's also a winter add-on kit. I think he might be in the add-on because I did add some gentlemen for the add-on kit and a few more full-size papers. That goes in there. And that's in the kit. So yeah, you got all these little goodies. I just put book page behind this pocket, and this could also be used as a journaling card. I just chose to use it as a pocket. And then this is from a jeweled design. That's where I got that cold outside. That's in the kit. The snowflakes are in my shop. There's another gentleman. But these little bits are also in there. Christmas party, it says. So yeah, again, great little starter kit or as a gift. They're great gifts. And then the pocket back here. This is just some of the paper that's in that kit, so you can write on it. All right, so I just wanted to show that because I have had a few of those sell, so I wanted to kind of give you an idea of how they work And it's not a huge journal because it has to be, you know, basically the size of a sheet of paper. So it's a good one. Okay, so what we're going to do, I showed you the little, and this is the A Somerset Holiday, and it's their newest one, number 19, A Somerset Holiday 19. And I got it in digital format. You can get it, I think, in regular magazine form. And it says A Somerset Holiday 2025. This is page 34. It gives you supplies needed, and I'm going to go through it and show you. But this is a great page because, sorry, the ring light makes it hard to see these. This one is the how it was before, and then this one, see, she's added gold ink to it. And I think you could do silver, you could do white, you could do all kinds of things. So I don't have these ones. I think you can, she said you can get these, the Graphics Fairy is where you get those if you want the ones like this. I have a freebie in the description box below that has this sheet of paper, and you can see I've cut some out. So that this goes with the painted Christmas that I've been, or just started a journal on. So that's what I'm going to use. And you can see I tried one just to see what it would look like. And I'm not sure. I think she might have just had a printout on cardstock and then trimmed around them to get the decal edge. And I just used my Ridge decal scissors that I've had for probably 25 years. Use whatever you have. If you have like a Tim Holtz cutter, or I know that there are postage stamp scissors. I just don't have them. So I just use my decal edge, and that's just fine. But you can see on this one, I did, hopefully you can see gold, the little dashes around the outside. I did gold in the middle, silver dashes, not gold dashes. And then some of the gold on the water there. And then I did color some of the snow with the white pen I have. And I'm using these Panda Fly pens. They work fantastic. And then I also stamped, but you can use whatever you have. If you have other types of pens you want to try, you know, you don't have to go crazy, but just a few little things to give you that sparkle and shine, and it kind of looks like an old stamp or a stamp to go with whatever the paper is. Of course, you can just use stamps, but you know, sometimes it's fun to make your own. So I've cut around mine right up to the image, and then I glue them onto the cardstock just because I like that look. It gives it a little more dimension. But if you don't want to do that, just print your images on cardstock and then cut them out with a little bit of extra white around the edges. That is 100% up to you. So I've already cut some of these out just to make this faster. And I do glue them on with a little extra, because I'm not that great at cutting with those scissors. And there's different sizes because, you know, that's fun. And the cool thing about that freebie is obviously you can just use these images too. You don't even have to turn them into stamps. They could just be little decorative pieces for that kit. So you can choose how you want to use them. I'm going to come up here a little higher. But yeah, so I hope you guys are doing good. I'm doing good. It's icky out today. It's really windy. So all the leaves, or the rest of the leaves anyway, are starting to fall. I feel bad for the guys came yesterday and cleaned up the neighborhood, you know, the ones that like mow the common lawns and all that kind of stuff, the common area lawns. And they cleaned up all the leaves, and then got up this morning and the wind was whipping and there's leaves everywhere again. But that's just the way it is. My husband's been going out almost every day and cleaning up the ones in our yard. So it's kind of never ending this time of year, and you don't want to wait till it snows, because then it's really hard to clean them up, I think. Where did I put that? Oh, right there in front of my nose. I'm just going to start with this, and we'll see how we get along here. And I'm going to just do a rough cut first, and then I'll fix whatever I need to. So yeah, these are pretty quick, and you can make a whole bunch of them up. Obviously, for any type of journal, it doesn't have to just be Christmas journals. You could make them with whatever little images you can find, get your hands on. And there might be stuff at Etsy. I didn't even look. I just made these little guys because I thought it'd be fun to have some to go with the painted Christmas kit. I need to say hugs and blessings. Hugs and blessings to Harriet, Tamara, Ellie, Robin, and Carrie. Thank you guys so much for watching, and thank you for your kind comments. I appreciate it, and welcome to new subscribers. I definitely have a few, so welcome, welcome. And welcome back to those of you that have been with me for a long time or a short time. Appreciate you. And I'm so thankful to you guys for hyping the videos when you can. I know they only let you do it 3 times a week, but, and you know, spread the love around to other people too. You don't always have to hype mine. Just, I appreciate it if you do. And comments, love comments. Check the like button, make sure it's still working. Click it once. I get a little kooky when I do these things because I think it has to be just perfect, and it doesn't, but so yeah, we don't have a whole lot going on. Just it's been kind of cold. I'm hoping we're not going to get snow anytime, but you know we're gonna, because it's that time of year here. Just not right. In my brain, I keep thinking it should be like October or something. Time is just going way too fast, I feel like. And I know everybody says it gets worse the older you get, which is terrifying. Probably going to be it for me because this kills my hand for some reason, these scissors. That's enough to get started anyways. But I gave you a whole page so you can use them just to decorate with, or you can make your own stamps. Up to you. Sometimes it's nice to have some little bits. Okay, so then the fun thing is to kind of look at your picture and think what would be fun to make more colorful. And I'm going to scoot you in because otherwise you're never going to see these itty bitty things. And I'll bring them up so you can see better. But there's like that moon right there, I think would be fun. And you don't have to just color in what's there. You can also add, like on some of hers, she had a tree and added little like gold baubles to it. You know, you can do all those type of things too. So I could like take the white, and it'd probably be a little bit better if it was a finer tip on these. They don't have a super fine tip. They're a little bit, yeah, it's a 1.0, which is fine. It's just obviously not going to be quite as, so where there's snow, it's fun to add a little bit of the white, and you could even do like little X's or something to kind of be like snowflakes. There's snow down here. And you could even do Santa's little fuzzy cap spots on it. And you don't have to color the whole thing. It just adds a little something. Do his beard a little bit. So it's a little more white. And then like on the last one I did, oh, that's interesting. The dashes that go all the way around. So, but you could do some dots too, or instead. Just don't go on what's already there because it's a little bit wet. And then I'll set this aside, let it dry, and then we'll do some of the stamping because I also stamped the number 5 on there and some like postage cancellation stamps. And this one here, whoops, sorry. That was like super blurry for a minute there. Let's do this bigger one. So I've got the white again. Just going some places on here. You could also do like a fine tipped glue and glitter. That would be another, like a real fine glitter or something. That would be good. There's like these little dotted flowers over here. So I think I'm just gonna add some dots here and there. You're not like coloring in every single thing. You're just sort of, you know, embellishing it. I like the dots in the white. That's kind of fun. Like it's all frosty. I know some of you are already dealing with that. Yuck is what I have to say. Yeah, I like that look. Put some little bit of white in the water. And across the bridge on the church. I mean, you can keep it as minimal or as much as you want. It is kind of a concentration thing, but it's also a little bit zen. You know, it's like when you get doodling and you're just relaxing. I do like the little bits of something around the edge. Okay, that's all. I'm not going to put any gold on this one because it's not really calling for it, and I don't know how well you can see that. I wish it would catch the light, but hopefully you can kind of see what I did. All right, so we'll let that one dry. We'll do this cute little girl here. She's got some snow on her hat. And you could just choose to use like gold or silver or something too. You don't have to have so many colors. I just got that box of these panda flies and they have the 3 colors, so it worked out nicely. But you could definitely just use gold or silver. This one I'll go around with some gold. So what kind of projects are you guys up to? I know a lot of you have said you're kind of working on Christmas gifts or Christmas journals. Okay. I think that's good on that one. I don't want to get too crazy. There you can see the gold good. Do this one. This one's got some nice yellow, the lights here, these street lights. And then, yeah, digital magazine. I mean, there's nothing wrong with the digital part. It's just these holiday ones I don't like as much because they don't have as many paper activities. It's more like physical things, which is fine if that's what you're doing, totally. But I just don't tend to do a ton of that. So I was kind of bummed because I thought there would be a little bit more. So I don't know how many more I'll do out of that. There's lots of snow on this one. You do have to let them dry if you're using these Pandafly or any other kind of maybe paint type pen before you can do the stamping, obviously. Otherwise, you're going to have a mess. Okay. I think that's all I might do to that one because we had quite a bit of gold added there. All right, so let's go check. Was it Santa that we did first? I'm gonna pause and dry these, and then I'm gonna come back and we'll do the stamping because I just want to make sure they're dry. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back, and I know my camera is still low, but again, I don't think you're gonna be able to see these that great if I don't. So I have, I made my mat go all warpy because I dried on it. I usually try not to do that, but sometimes it happens. So I have these kind of cancellation stamps. I'm just pressing this down to see if it'll calm itself down. And then I also have these little number stamps, and it's like the letter stamps, but there's numbers, and I got those on Amazon. These I think I got on Amazon, but I've had them for ever. So, and you don't even have to do this step. If you like them like they are, which they're pretty cool like they are, then don't do this because hers weren't necessarily stamped. A lot of them said postcard and things like that, but you don't have to do that at all. I just like that extra kind of something on there. I could go on this bigger one. There it is. See if I can sort of line this up. Probably not, but we'll try. That's good. It's good enough. And you don't even have to, yeah, like I said, do this, but. And I think I'll just leave the Santa one without that. And then I have these little, these are kind of like generic, so they're very small, but that's kind of beneficial because we don't want like giant things on here. You can put them wherever. Because as you know, if you've ever seen real stamps, they just stamp them however and off they go. This one does say postcard on it. I might try to get some of that. So just like that, I've got 4 done, and you could just do lots of them if you wanted to mass make them. If you had some images. Oh, I know what I was going to say. If you don't do the digital thing like these freebies, you can also look through your old Christmas cards and see if you can find, you know, some smaller images that you could cut out and use. Same way, you know, you could cut the little image out, glue it on a piece of white cardstock, ink it if you want to, and add them to it. You could also, I just looked at this and it zinged it in my head. I would cut around these kind of stickers if you have some stickers like this, and then put them onto like maybe a colored piece of paper and then onto white cardstock. You know, do the same exact process, and you could use stickers instead of the printed images. That would be another way to do that. So if you don't have those things. So as you know, I'm working in this journal. Oh, I wonder if one of these would look good on here. Just to give it a little bit of color. Like, I love this, but at the same time, I kind of feel like it just needs a little color. So what if we put one of these on there? I kind of like this one. I mean, it covers up a lot of that doily down there. Oh, you guys can't see. Here, let me scoot out. Sorry. Yeah, this on here. Is that too big? I kind of like it with the silver on there. Maybe I'll put that one. I do like this one, but I feel like it just covers that whole doily music area. So I think I'm going to use this one. I'm not doing a ton of inking in this journal. I mean, I'm always going to do some, like I did on this and whatever, but because I can't help myself. But I'm trying to sort of, and I'm waiting for that white distress ink as well, because I just think that might be fun to go around the edges of the black with a little bit. I love this all white. I just kind of wanted a little bit of color on here. And I might be wrong, but I think it'll look a little bit better. Mostly because there's so much color over here. If I was doing an all white journal, then I definitely would not, but it's not wanting to stick very well to that at the moment. It's being sort of difficult. And then I was thinking over here, I found I had one of those little picture, if you joined me yesterday, what are these called? You know, to hold a picture in, or to hold the back of a picture somewhere. I put one of those there, but it had to go right up against the edge, so it kind of holds it a little. What I did, because I was a little worried about that getting ripped out, I put a piece of black fabric, just the ittiest bittiest piece of black fabric. Then I punched the hole, put the little thing in, and I'm hoping, I mean, it's not getting tugged on, so I think it should be fine, but just thought that might be a better plan. I was thinking maybe one of these on here would be cute too. I don't want it there. Yeah, I think that would be cute on there. Just so you can kind of see how you can use them. Obviously, you can use them on pockets. You can use them anywhere to decorate. So, yeah, they're just a fun little piece of something to use. Okay, so that is that. And then we can kind of tuck that under and do like so. And I think that is sticking well. So that is what I have for you today. Don't forget to grab your freebie. If you grab the freebie, please check the like button. Click on that. That just helps, and I can kind of know how many are going as well. So I would really appreciate it if you, especially if you take the digital. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hope you make yourself some in whatever style. Does not have to be just for Christmas. You can choose a different style if that's what you want. And we will chat again soon. Love ya. Bye.